My name is Rossi123. I'll be your commentator today. And we have a race. Diddy Kong versus Metroid MST Randomizer League Season 1. This is week 12. Metroid MST having a record of 8-2-1. Currently 18th place. Versus Diddy Kong, who's got a record of 4-7-0, sitting at 40th place. Looking at the first item, you see Morph Ball. Who's winning? It's too early to tell. Oh, and we have a reserve tank at the ceiling. Metroid MST decides that he does not need that item. Diddy, however, does get the D-boost and picks up the reserve tank. Could be useful later. So, MST with an early lead due to skipping the reserve tank is going to leave Retro Brinstar on his way up to Criteria. Oh, something happened. MST does not have power bombs. Power bombs being at the first missile. This could be disastrous if that is the only power bomb so far. I mean, before it becomes required. Diddy does pick up that power bomb, as well as a super missile behind Morph Balls. So in terms of ammo and progression required for ammo, Diddy is good to go. An E-Tank at BT. We will see how far this goes before disaster strikes for MST. But if MST does find another power bomb tank somewhere, then everything will be A-okay. Oh, and it looks like he went back down. I guess he remembered because BT did not have some kind of bomb item or any item that could destroy bomb blocks. Detroit MST quickly realized that he forgot something. He goes back down. Did he checking 230 missiles? It would be a good idea for MST to go meme route to catch up some time lost here. You will have to skip a few items. Continues. However, he can make another backtrack into Green Brinstar, where the Brinstar reserve item is. But in my opinion, that would still kind of lose time-ish. You will, however, avoid taking the elevator again. But MST does go back up climb as Diddy finishes checking his BT item. So MST making a few more checks. He didn't check the item behind Morph Ball, which happened to be a super missile. So if that's the only super missile, before the green door, then MST will run into more trouble. Diddy picking up Spring Ball early. Spring Ball is it's not really an item for progression, but it is extremely useful in most cases. Uh, you don't have to bomb jump anymore. Get over those one tile block, one tile high tunnels or whatever. Diddy uses a power bomb to collect more power bombs from the B-toms above him, but he didn't check the miners uh, at Gauntlet, which is at this point unnecessary. He does have all three types of ammo. Diddy decides to check early supers first, and we see that it is the super missile, so Metroid is out of danger in terms of finding supers. As Diddy opens the door, Brinstar Reserve. I would expect Diddy to do reverse gate here. And he gets it. Super cool tech. Oh, we see Grappling Beam, our first utility item. It could be a precursor to certain things like Suitless Meridia for one. But Diddy fell through and he'll have to go back down as Metroid MST is in the same area. Oh, Diddy having some trouble there, killing off the V-Toms. They do a lot of damage when they start stacking. Alright, so MST is the first one into Big Pink. Gonna make some minor checks here. It looks like these runners are interested in collecting miners so early, which is not a bad idea. They don't have charge yet, so picking up these miners is pretty safe, as it will reduce your need to look for more miners later if you decide that you don't need charge. Diddy is in trouble here, having only 39 health. I don't know if he's going to enter the room with the big side hopper. If I were him, I would refill a little bit here. One hit from any of those side hoppers will trigger his reserve tank and probably kill him. I don't know if his reserve tank is full or not. As he does enter this room. Another reserve tank at Charge Beam. MST having a little bit of difficulty here with this gate glitch. Decides to save his one super to open the green door, which is not a bad idea. Trying to farm supers from those pipe bugs can be very annoying. Oh, MST decides to skip the gate altogether. He does pick up super missiles here. I wonder if he'll come back. As Diddy gets it first try. Good job. And we find bombs. Useful anti-soft lock item here. Having only 5 power bombs, Diddy's risk for soft locking in small tunnels is now reduced to nothing. However, Diddy is in big trouble, having only 9 health. Oh, and he does pop the reserve tank. A small side hopper nicked him on his way out. Meanwhile, MST is going to make use of this grapple beam that he found early. Checking out the X-ray item. X-ray at X-ray. And he skips it. I don't know about skipping X-ray. Especially this early. You could find charge and plasma. We will see. Diddy's still having a lot of health issues here. Decides to take the Sloater's refill, which is not a bad idea. Okay, so we see that MST decides to go up red tower. He does have the means to get through moat easily, not having to rely on CWJ or bomb jumps. Doesn't have bombs anyway. He could also double back, check the gauntlet for something maybe useful. Let's see if Diddy decides to pick up X-ray. And he does pick it up. So 1 out of 3 items needed for microwave. C is going to take a save here. Which, taking a save there kind of indicates to me that he will not go back to the ship. Having only 95 health, however, for Fantoon Suitless can spell trouble. Grapple kill is slower than the microwave because you have to wait for Dragon to shoot goop at you, whereas with the microwave you can immediately kill Dragon when Dragon appears. Diddy decides to go down red tower, so we see route divergence here. Space jump for Diddy. Very nice utility item here. Movement item. Will make hell runs significantly easier, especially in the cathedral, the rising lava room right after cathedral. Alright. MSC is now in wrecked ship and he goes down to Fantoon. He'll be checking this miner first. If you ever decide that you want to check this miner, now is a good time to do it, as the spikes are not active, and spikes do annoying damage to you. Diddy Kong is gonna scope out that super using his X-ray scope. And we are now approaching our first boss fight of the race. Fantoon. And Diddy now doing his crate fight. Alright, Steve's having some health problems here. He can only take 2 hits. 1 hit. The second hit will kill him. So he needs to be really careful here. Whoa! Danger! Danger! Come on! Oh, and MST takes a death from Fantoon. Meanwhile, Diddy just finishing off Kraid. Fantoon without suit can be very, very difficult if you're not 100% confident in the fight. The flames, if I remember, do 60 damage without a suit. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not entirely sure of the damage. As Diddy finds Speed Booster behind Kraid. Very nice find. Okay, it's 40 damage without a suit. Oh, so it looks like MST is gonna refill at the ship and possibly chat Gauntlet. And we find an E-Tank at Kraid E-Tank. So we know where bombs are at. Having only 5 power bombs doing the gauntlet check, you really only want to hope that you find screw attack there, or maybe a more important item, but you can't pick up until later. But MST decides not to check gauntlet, and he'll be making his way to wreck ship one more time, as Diddy is now in Norfair. He'll make that ice beam check. Diddy has to hurry up a little bit here. If I remember correctly, there is a 2 E-Tank minimum to get in and out of Ice Beam Hell Run. Oh, Ice Beam and Ice Beam. 2 items that we found so far in its vanilla location. Diddy does have reserve. In fact, he has 2 reserve tanks, so he should be able to make it out of here with 2 health. So Diddy's gonna pop his reserve, and he'll make his way down to high jump. He would really hope for an E-Tank here at high jump, just so that he would have to, just so that he can avoid some of this farming that he'll need to do, which can take a long time in the business center. Novas do give big health. However, there are only so many Novas in the business center. Right, MST Fantoon round number 2, looking a little bit better than the last fight. And he does get an E-Tank, did he? So now the choice is up to him. He can continue with his Hell runs, or he can go back up to Wreck Ship. He does have speed boosters, so he does have the advantage of collecting the Wreck Ship reserve item that MST cannot get at the moment. All right, Diddy makes that save. He'll be using B-Tom's Speedway to get through to Bubble Mountain. And Fantoon is down. Good job, MST. Showing a little bit of frustration there, trying to overkill Fantoon. I don't think you get bonus points for overkilling a boss. Diddy looks like he's gonna check Crocomire first. Making that early Crocomire bet. Having a little bit of difficulty, however, opening up this blue gate. He needs to be aware of his health right now. Oh, oh, I think maybe he died on purpose so that he doesn't have to refill. Ooh, a really nice find here for MST. The gravity suit. So Diddy finally getting through to the blue gate as he makes his way to Crocomire. Metroid MST gonna pick up a few more miners on his way throughout Wreck Ship. Having gravity early, MST actually no, he can check some Meridia items. In fact, just one, or maybe two, but he can't complete Meridia yet. He doesn't. Ooh, and he takes a lot of damage from that falling spike Kago thing, whatever it's called. But MST does not have ice or speed booster, so he won't be able to make it to Bot Moon unless he finds something really good here. He finds a tank at Wreck Ship E. So far, so okay for D10 Diddy Kong. Finding only an E-Tank behind Crocomire. Hopefully, grapple will be nice. Wow, MST is gonna completely skip the rest of Wreck Ship check, which is a very risky play at the moment. He doesn't have Ice Beam or Speed Booster. At least he, we know where it's at, but he doesn't. So it's kind of a risky play here. Not quite go mode MST, so he could come back and bite him. 2 E-Tanks at Croc, so what a crock. Yeah, you know. I guess it's alright. Diddy does not have Varia, so his Bubble Mountain checks will be a little bit easier with the health that he found. MST setting up for what is called the best moonfall in the game. As Diddy makes his way out of Croc's area. At this point, will Diddy continue with his Norfair checks? Or up to Wreck Ship to find that gravity. For all we know, Varia could be at bowling something. It always scares me when a runner skips the Wreck Ship checks after Wreck Ship E tank as MSC finds his space jump. So it looks like Diddy is gonna continue on with his Bubble Mountain checks. And Metroid MST making use of that gravity that he found. And he's gonna check Momma Turtle here. Oh, and it's the Varia Suit. Because of where Varia Suit is, I want to say that MST now has a huge lead over Diddy. Diddy not finding gravity yet means that he'll have to go back Wreck Ship and then back down to Meridia for Varia, since since MST checked Wreck Ship first and went down. He was able to get gravity. I mean, sorry, Varia at a very early time. So this is, in my opinion, it's gonna put MST in a huge advantage right now. Yeah, finding Varia there will more than make up for the death that he took against Phantoon, as Diddy finds the Weight Beam at Speed Booster. Oh, Kraid said, "Get that super missile out of here," as he waves it off with his 2 fingers. So we've seen Kraid stand up twice in this race. MST's gonna find his speed booster here. Meanwhile, Diddy's still farming up his health. Now that MST does have speed booster, he now has the ability to go to Dragon and kill Dragon, but having only 3 E-Tanks against Dragon, where your primary source of damage for killing Dragon requires damage taken from you, is kind of a risky play. Oh, as Diddy falls down the double chambers room. Very annoying room here. Can be kind of stressful without a suit. Screw attack. So far, Boltmount has some really nice items, but not necessarily items that are needed for Go mode. But very nice quality of life items, nonetheless. Now, Metroid MST, since he does have both suits, he could choose to completely skip Bubble Mountain. And if that happens, and if he does do that, Diddy may have an advantage here in terms of utility. I don't think Diddy checked the reserve item. He is kind of low on health here. Well, maybe he did. I can't remember if it was an E-Tank or something else. So Diddy realizing now that he needs to go to wreck ship. Um, he does have speed booster, so he could check waterway. But at this point, since we know what the items are that are needed for go mode, waterway would probably be a bad check if you're already aware. Metroid MST used a power bomb on that block there just before the top minor item before high jump. I don't think many people know this, but that block is actually changed to a beam block that can be destroyed with just your beam. Different soft locking. So Diddy is going to make his waterway check. As MST finds Ice Beam at Ice Beam. At this point for Diddy, I think that finding Plasma at Waterway would be the best possible situation for him. He'll have the better firepower of the two, which could help him catch up. Either Plasma or Charge, actually. He doesn't have enough health here to make this Shine Spark, so he'll have to use up his reserve. Oh, he's gonna go for it, and he's gonna stop. Oh, just enough, actually. Okay, okay. I see you, Diddy. Oh, and he tries to grapple. Oh, and it's this phaser. He reluctantly picks up this phaser. Not quite the firepower I was talking about, but it's still better than nothing, I guess. You know, for the entire race, Diddy has been in danger zone health for I think most of it, if not all of it, which is really interesting to me because he has 7 E-Tanks. And he decides to jump into more danger here with the giant side arbor. He does have screw attack though, so it's not as bad. So MST does make the Bubble Mountain checks, and he does find screw attack. I don't know if he went up to speed booster. All right, and he's gonna make that speed booster check and find. Pretty sure it was Wave Beam. So looking at MST's run, you can see that he's not only is he looking for majors, he's also checking out all the minors that he can, and it seems like he is only picking up super missiles, which is really, in my opinion, it's really nice to do that, especially if you don't have charge. Diddy jumping into danger once again, going into Gauntlet with only 65 health. However, he does have that screw attack and space jump, so it will be significantly easier. However, one small... Oh, there's the plasma beam. All right, in terms of firepower here, Diddy Kong does have the advantage. Still, no charge beam means no microwave. And he makes it out of the acid room. Very nice. All right, MST will be... Oh, MST is actually making all the checks here. He doesn't really need to check Rockamire, but I think that MST knows that he needs to check more items because he did skip three, wait, two major items at wrecked ship. Maybe we might see what they are on Diddy's side. And if one of them happens to be charge beam, Diddy again will start regaining that advantage that MST took from him early on in the race. Oh no, Diddy falls into the water at the very last moment and will make that slow walk back. Alright, MST quickly down in Crocomire, and he'll be rewarded with 2 E-Tanks. Very nice speed keep there from MST. So if Diddy wants to catch up, he'd better hope to find Charge Beam very soon. It will make the bosses a lot faster to kill. And he'll be able to microwave two of the bosses. Well, one's a mini boss. And he will be able to 20-shot Mother Brain. And most importantly, he can skip looking for more miners. So if Charge Beam is at the attic, or I'm sorry, at bowling, and we'll find that maybe Diddy Kong actually has, well, he'll have a chance. It will be an easy chance to catch up here and come back. As Metroid MST continues to search for more supers. We'll just have to see how it plays out. MST taking gambles early on, and they did pay off. However, it's kind of the gamble is kind of weakening right now. The payout because he's making all these checks. As Diddy downs Fantoon. MST is going to check the cosine room, hoping for more supers. All right, so Diddy is on his way to pick up his Varia Suit. I mean, sorry, Gravity Suit. It was that Momma Turtle. Oh, okay. So we will never see what's at bowling, as Diddy heads straight out of Wreck Ship. Now we are not able to speculate. Um, I really believe that Charge Beam is at Wreck Ship. But that's just my theory. You know, he could have at the very least checked the Wreck Ship reserve item, and if he didn't like it, he could have exited through the super missile at the very left instead of using bowling. But we'll never know now what is at attic. I'm sorry, bowling. MST will be the first runner to enter Lower Norfair. It's really, I don't know, it's really strange to me that the runners skip bowling. Especially in Diddy's case, where the amount of possible locations for Varia is very small now. To skip bowling like that, not having Varia, is a huge risk. Uh, MST is gonna do the Green Gate glitch. We know where all the beams are at, so if MST is hoping for a beam, he will not find one here unless it's charge. And another E-Tank. So Diddy's gonna find his Varia here now. Diddy now has the small advantage of being able to finish Meridia right now if he chooses to, or he can go directly into Lower Norfair, in which Diddy will then start to catch up with the beam combination that he has. Well, he doesn't have charge beams, so I take that back. But he can finish Meridia. It looks like he'll go straight back down to Lower Norfair. Very nice amphitheater for MST. So looking at the ammo count here, both runners have enough ammo to kill Ridley. Diddy having just slightly less than MST does. As MST checks for more miners, hoping for supers. Finds regular missiles. I'm pretty sure that's not what he hoped for. Another interesting thing here is that both runners have only one power bomb pack, total of 5. Diddy has bombs where MST does not. So MST, although he does have screw attack and spring ball, his requirement to get out of the wasteland area and the after wasteland is less intensive for power bombs. However, he only has 5 power bombs, so he needs to be very careful about how he chooses to use them. Diddy decides to skip that Golden Chorizo check, the screw attack check, which will help him catch up a little bit here. So far, at the moment, beam combination doesn't really matter since neither runner have charge beam. It doesn't even matter here in Lower Norfair because screw attack is the primary source of damage right now. So the fact that MSC only has Ice and Wave doesn't really matter as he finds a reserve tank at Ridley. Diddy having a little bit of difficulty with his space jump here, but he makes it out just fine. Oh, and it looks like Diddy will make that Fire Fleet check before going down to Ridley. If it's Charge Beam, I really hope that one of these guys find Charge Beam. There it is. All right. Now Diddy has the superior firepower and can catch up quickly. Notably, the bot wound and Dragon fight will be significantly faster for Diddy, as well as the Mother Brain fight. We know that Plasma is at Gauntlet, and the chances of MST checking Gauntlet at this point is very, very slim. So now Diddy Kong has no need to check for any more miners. And so will MST. However, no, I take that back. MST might look for more miners because of the beam combination that he has. He does have that charge beam, which is enough to, which is good in terms of soft block prevention bosses. But his beam is so weak that he might consider still looking for miners. So this Ridley fight for Diddy Kong might not necessarily be faster, but he will end the fight with more supers left over than MST, which will probably carry on to Tourian. The chances of Diddy needing to refill after Dragon is probably low versus MST, who only has Ice and Wave. That is a safe way to kill Ridley, right? Oh, so the advantage that I was just talking about of saving supers here is uh, okay. So he does switch back to charge beam, so that's good. Fighting Ridley without high jump can be very difficult at times, but Diddy does make quick work of Ridley. He will be happy to find his. Well, I guess that joke was wasted. Very nice speedball there for Diddy. As MST revisits Meridia, this time to kill the boss, the ruler of the layer of Meridia, Dragon, aka Big Shrimp, aka Chicken of the Sea. I don't know. Wait, that's tuna. So MST is still looking for miners, and a very interesting decision to skip power bombs, not having bombs. However, it is pretty late in the game, and the need for bombs. Oh, be careful, those key hunters, man. Wall jumping at the wrong time against those key hunters can be very bad. There are a few frames after initiating a wall jump where Samus does not have the screw attack, and he happened to hit Key Hunter within those frames. As MST is fighting bot wound, he's going to use all of his supers, or almost all of them. You do need two. Well, you technically need one more super after the bot wound fight to open up the green door. But realistically, you want at least two so you can open both the green door and the Ghidorah. Diddy having only 20 health left. I wonder if he's going to take that Slotus refill before entering Meridia. MST looking very healthy in the meantime. He'll be entering Dragon's room. He has the option to either Shine Spark kill Dragon or use the grappling beam to kill Dragon. Neither runner has high jump right now, so I'm leaning more towards using grapple beam to kill Dragon here. Diddy decides not to use the Slotus refill. He'll need to be very careful. Actually, now that I think about it, he's not really in that much of danger. He does have the microwave combo, so he can use that against bot wound without taking any hits. And there is an E-tank at bot wound tank, so... Oh, it looks like MST will be using the Shine Spark to kill Dragon. So this is one of those fights where Diddy will be able to catch up because of the beams that he has. Set timer 10 seconds. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, wait. You didn't flip. Okay, there you go. Slightly undercooked microwave snake. And Diddy is going to skip that E-Tank. Maybe he'll get it on his way out. Eliminating the need to refill at ship. Oh, we find high jump boots here at Dragon. So the way I see it playing out is that Diddy is going to kill Dragon, get the high jump boots, come back for the E-Tank, and then go straight to Tourian without refill. Meanwhile, MST still having a pretty weak beam combination here. He can go straight to G4 right now. All 4 bosses are dead. However, is he comfortable with the amount of ammo and the beam that he has? Is the big question here. And just like that, Diddy saves a lot of time against MST. He won't be making that high jump check. I'm sorry, space jump check for the high jumps, as he doesn't technically need them. He knows that he's in go mode, so he's skipping all checks right now, and he will be going straight to Tourian. What he can do is pick up that E-Tank on the way out, so that he doesn't have to refill. So if both runners decide to go directly to Tourian right now, Diddy will have that beam combo advantage, unless MST goes to Gauntlet first. MST is gonna make this refill. Here is the moment of truth. Will he check the Gauntlet? And it looks like he will. So now it boils down to execution. Both runners are actually going to enter Tourian roughly the same time. MST will have to continue through Gauntlet and get down Tourian, giving Diddy a little bit of time to catch up here. Now the difference is that MST does have high jump boots, and he can go for baby skip if he is able to. Versus Diddy, who did not check that high jump. See that he doesn't need it, but the chances of him being able to get baby skip is basically really difficult to do. So I don't think he'll go for it. Both runners have enough health to perform stand-up, so it really just comes down to execution at this point. MST having a little bit of a lead here against Diddy. It looks like maybe it's less than a minute, so this is going to be a really close race. All right, MST scoping up Big Baby's room. Huh. A point was made in chat regarding the timers of both runners. It looks like Diddy is 2 minutes ahead of MST in terms of stream delay. So that could be a factor. MST does get Baby Skip. Very nice job. That's going to save him a lot of time here. Diddy does not have high jump boots. Baby Skip is extremely difficult to do without high jump boots. So, yeah, considering the timer now, it looks like MSC is actually a lot further ahead than we thought. MSC going for that down back skip. He needs to be careful with his health here. If he wants to do stand up, he needs to avoid taking damage. Now he's going to try for the speed booster step skip. And now he's going to try for the down back step skip. So Diddy Kong is going to set up here. It looks like he intends to do stand up as MST starts his MB1. So Diddy's going to save a little bit of time there versus Metroid MST getting Zep Skip significantly faster than MST. Oh, MST takes damage and will not be able to do stand up. Oh, and he gets hit by that catch up. Okay, he's setting up now here for the faster cutscene, I guess. I mean, it's not faster cutscene, but he will mitigate the amount of times Mother Brain does extra damage to him by bringing himself down tank's worth of health. And it looks like Diddy Kong actually caught up a little bit here, but when you look at the timers, though, he is 2 minutes behind. So it's kind of deceiving right now. It looks like a close race, but that might not actually be the case. Diddy will be able to do stand-up glitch, which he is doing right now. Well, he'll save even more time against MST. It's not that he started 2 minutes early. We don't have that restream capability to sync the timers in a race. Both runners have different latency to their respective Twitch servers. So we see that in this case, Diddy's stream, or I'm sorry, MST's stream is 2 minutes slower because of his latency. The race always starts at the same time because it started in the SRL chat. But sometimes the runner's stream is not very friendly. in terms of delay. Maybe MST pauses the timer just to evade us. Who knows? All I know is everything will be answered here shortly in the SRL channel. Oh no! MST does what people call a Zenny Spark. This is gonna give Diddy a chance to catch up here. And it looks like MST will finish with an official SRL time of 1:08:05. So MST probably didn't start his timer on time. And Diddy Kong not that far behind, finishing with an SRL time of 1:08:18. GG to both runners. 13 seconds separating the two runners. Very close race. Very, very, very close race. And it looks like MST will be joining us shortly for an interview. GG, MST.
Thank you.
That was a very close race.
I see that. Was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, well, so let me break it down for you. You actually had a huge advantage early on with the gambles that you made, finding both suits faster than Diddy could. However,
Right.
Diddy checked for plasma, and he was able to get plasma earlier than you did. So for some bosses, he used microwave, and it also meant that he didn't have to check as many minors as you did. So while you did have that strong early lead, you went off and started looking for more minors, which gave Diddy a chance to catch up. But it was still a really close race.
Yeah, that was when I did the gravity suit, and then I decided, you know what, it's wreck shift. There's not gonna be anything else here. And my plan in going to Meridia was to either find ice or speed booster, but instead I got Varia. So at that point, I'm like, I think I'm pretty well in the lead. I'm gonna go, and then for some reason, I had it stuck in my head. I needed 10 power bombs to do lower Norfair. I would have skipped Crocomire entirely. I would have gone to the high jump location, ice beam, and then straight to Ridley. That was my plan.
Yeah, you need. I think it's
I only needed 5.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck was in my head.
Yeah, without screw attack or spring wall, you need 6 to get out. I'm sorry, without screw attack, spring wall, and speed booster and bombs, obviously, you need 6 to get out, but 5 just to get in.
Yeah, I did not math well. So I went on the Norfair World Tour, and Crocomire didn't pay off at all. So that was fun.
Yeah, we were talking about how your advantage was slowly slipping away with all these checks that you were doing. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it turned out to be a really close race. I think that if you had checked a few more miners, then you would have lost.
If I
But
had just collected the other power bomb I found in the aqueduct area,
mhm.
um, that would have cut the time I won by in half.
Yeah, I mean,
So, yeah,
13-second race.
if I had another item, that would have been the end.
Yeah, it would have been really close. But luckily, that baby skip did save you. Diddy didn't have high jump, so he couldn't really do baby
Oh,
skip.
oh, yeah. High jumpless baby skip is not a thing. I enjoy
Yeah,
it.
it's from what people have been telling me, it's possible, but it's ridiculously hard or something like that.
Yeah. So no, that was an interesting seed. I'm actually really surprised that all for the most part all my moves paid off until I got to Norfair. But that was interesting.
Yeah, very very interesting. And Diddy Kong has joined us in the and he left.
Oh.
He is interested in an interview, so he'll be here shortly. So what made you decide to skip bowling?
Bowling. There's only two items, and then I didn't have speed booster.
Okay,
Now I have had Varia Suit at the X-ray location and speed booster at gravity before, but that's not a good probability of happening.
okay,
So that's just a waste of time. And normally,
all right. And we do have Diddy here now with us. GG Diddy. Very very close race. What was going through your mind while you were running in terms of
Well,
like your strategy?
when I went to wreck chip, I was definitely thinking I was behind. So I was when I saw gravity, I was if Varia is in wreck chip, uh, then I'm definitely behind. So I decided to go to Maridia instead. And when I saw Varia at Maridia, I thought it would be faster to directly go to the one affair.
Yep, that's
Uh,
definitely faster.
yeah. Uh, Before I was definitely thinking I was behind. Did you have plasma?
I got plasma right before I went to terrain.
Yeah.
I only had
Uh,
ice and wave at that point, so I figured the gauntlet check was worth it if I got spacer or plasma.
yeah. Spacer was at waterway. I checked waterway just before checking gauntlet.
So yeah,
Uh,
the plasma beam actually helped you. Did he catch up? You were
yeah.
behind. Because
Yeah.
MST did go to Redshift first.
Mm. There is definitely not much item in Norfair, upon Norfair. There were two e-tank at Crocomire, if I remember right.
Yeah, so you did
Yes.
Crocomire too.
When I got speed booster at Cred, I definitely thought I could just go straight to right chip, and then I thought, yeah, but Norfair is closed. I can just check all that items, and that would definitely have changed my routing if I went straight to right chip at that point.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was really MST did have that very early advantage from for getting going to Redshift first and finding he found both suits before you finished Kraid, I think. No. Before you finished checking uh Bubble Mountain, he already had both suits, but he didn't have the beams that you found.
Yeah,
So towards the middle of the race, you started catching up very fast with your charge beams, and you were able to microwave, um, and get through Lore Norfair a little bit faster than MST. But in terms of like Meridia, you just like flew by Meridia because of the stuff that you had. And I think that also because you were able to get the beams that you needed, you checked less miners than MST did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think if MSC did not get that baby skip, then it could have been a different outcome.
Yeah, I would have get my baby skip. I would have saved 10, 20 seconds.
Yeah, and high jump was at Dragon, so
Yeah.
Ah. I didn't have a jump. That's why I forgot I
yeah,
didn't have a jump.
Yeah. I only checked that because I was still looking for Spazer or Plasma.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I guess I'll take that.
yeah. We were wondering if you were going to full clear Meridia or go straight to Tourian.
Yeah,
So
I was only going to check the majors on the way at that point.
yeah, but yeah, really close race. GG to both of you. Do you guys have any last comments?
We need more suitless Meridia seeds.
Yeah, I totally agree on that.
Not for me, but I agree.
I want my gravity at Shack Tool.
John would love racing with you then. But yeah, GG to both of you.
Thank you
Very
very much.
close and exciting race.
Well, hopefully got everyone Saturday off to a good start.
Very good start, yeah. Coming up, we have a 1 o'clock race today, which is about an hour and a half from now. 4-way race between Joe Kishmode, Gameaholic, and Oh Dear. So keep an eye out on that. 3 o'clock later today, Black Elite John versus Mateus Bastos. Be a fun race to watch as well, and that will cap it for Saturday's races. So if you're interested in more Randomizer League, is a few more on the way, and that is all I have. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in about an hour. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone.